Yo, what's up guys, it's Skills. In today's video we got you back with another 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. Now in today's video it's going to be about Elaine. So she is going to be coming out very soon. So her and Bond will be coming out very soon. So if you join the Discord in the description below, you can actually get all your information from here as well. So there is another Bond that will be coming out with the Elaine most likely. So it should be this Nunchuck Bond. Now I'm not sure if it's gonna be like a free-to-play unit or if it's gonna be a summonable one for this Bond. I know Elaine you have to summon for sure, and she has her own costume and stuff like that as well, but these are her attacks. So this is the first skills. These are all the things that she does. So I'm assuming this is the first skill right here with the purple background. The red one's most likely her second skill. Then the one right here in the bottom is going to be most likely her ultimate. So these three are the main ones that you're going to see for her cards. So this was a month ago, so knowing that this is coming out this late is kind of weird. But it's because the slime collab was still going on, and I think it's still going on. So basically these are the three cards that you will be using with her. And then of course she does have her costumes as well. If you go a little bit up, she has this costume, she has this one as well, and then of course these other couple ones. So her main one I believe should be the first one right there. So whenever she does come out, then of course you can go ahead and summon for her. So that's mainly those right there, and of course the Bond itself will be coming out as well. So that's another thing to look forward to. But there is mainly the thing I did want to talk about completely. If we go, Ego's thing popped up. If we go all the way down, if we actually switch over to game news, if we go a little bit up, we can actually talk about her skills. So first skill is right here. The Elaine S1 is going to have her bronze, silver, and gold attacks, and of course her second skill will be on the bottom right there, and the passive. So let's actually just get into it. So the first one is a bronze. It deals 160% damage and gives skills rank down. So with this, it's really good if you're gonna be basically going for PvP. So a lot of things in PvP will be using the skill ranks. So if you're gonna be using that, you're gonna want her on the team. The second thing, of course, if it's silver, deals 210% damage while giving skill rank down, and then the enemy's ultimate gauge will decrease depending on how many skills are ranked down. So like I said, in PvP you definitely want that to happen so they don't ultimate you much faster. So it depends on the team you're going to be running. So for this team, you're actually going to be basically doing a fairy team. So you have King, Helbram, and Elaine all on the same team. So that would be a really good meta for you to be running on PvP. Basically, she is very good because she is going to be super good for healing, basically. So if we get into this again, now her gold, whenever she does this 3-star, basically deals 400% damage while giving skill rank down. And then the enemy's ultimate gauge will decrease depending on how many skill ranks were down. So she's just doing more damage while taking out more skills. So that's actually good. Then she has her second one. So basically, on her second skill, she is for the bronze, which is the 1-star. It deals 150% to all enemies. So then the silver one, it deals 150% damage to all enemies and reduces ultimate gauge by 1. So she's very good to reduce gauges just because if you're going to be fighting someone who gets their gauges fast. So for example, if you're fighting Bond or if you're fighting like Gother, they get their skill ranks up pretty fast, especially because of Gother. So something like this is very good that they'll take it away from the enemy. So if you want to use her, definitely do that. I wouldn't say she's really good other than using her on PvP though. So that's the first thing right there. So on silver, it's 150% damage and then ultimate gauge taken by 1. Then her gold version, it deals 250% damage to all enemies and reduces ultimate gauge by 3. So that's actually super high. 3 is a good amount to take out. I think that's the highest it really goes up to for a unit to take out. So I'll give it that. She does a pretty good amount of damage, and of course removing ultimate gauge is a big thing. So the second thing, or basically the last two things, is her ultimate. So when Elaine does her ultimate, she removes all buffs from a single enemy and deals 490% damage. And then after dealing damage, the enemy is stunned. So she is basically just like whenever Meliodas does his ultimate, or actually even Fate. Yeah, ultimate and Fate both do a stunning, so that's actually really good. Now she does remove all buffs from a single enemy, which is very good because if they're buffed like crazy, that's gonna be super helpful. So that's something to look forward to for this lane. So that's good for her ultimate. I guess that's a pretty good one for her. Then we have her passive. So this is where I was gonna say she's very good for healing. So on her passive, she increases all fairy types heroes life abilities by 15%. So having Helbram and King on the same team, that's basically the meta right there, because you know, King and Hellbrim both do a good amount of damage and they fossilize, so that's super good, because then in PvP you won't basically lose any health because of how much she does for health. And of course, even King does 8% on actual base attacks, so, or base stats. Now that's actually good, but there is, you know, a couple things that I would look more into based off of using PvP and based off using PvE. So PvP is going to be more useful for this unit, so if you do want to summon for her and you play more PvP, go for her, but I would say kind of skip that if anything. But I'll make a before you, or if you should summon, or before you summon video on her whenever she does come out completely, and we'll look through her again and have extra details on her as well. But that's basically her unit itself. We don't have anything on Bond as of yet, so there are a couple more things I did want to talk about. So right here, now I'm not sure if I can enter or if you guys can enter it, but normally in chapter 6 I believe there is a little thing that you can go towards. It has the great demon next to it, and it has like a portal. I tried clicking on it, but it didn't let me click into it, so I'm not sure if it'll let you guys click into it unless you have to do something for it. But right here is going to be talking about the boss raid of King. So King has the boss raid, we talked about it before, so it's basically King. We're going to be basically talking about what is going to be going on with this. Now there's a lot to talk about for this thing. Now there's not really much I really want to say about it yet, because I do want to make a different video on it. But basically you do have a couple things you do want to use for this actual boss raid itself. So King is another boss raid that will be happening. It will be available, I'm not too sure when. I think it will be coming out very soon, so I'll make a full-on video on him whenever he does come out completely. So whenever he does come out, I'll make sure to keep you guys updated. And of course, there are a couple things that you do need to know before you know, you start summoning for this actual Elaine. So next week I believe should be coming out for chapter 7 in the game. So let's we can actually switch to the game itself too. Alright, while we are going into the game itself, there are a couple things that I want to do. Of course, do our daily summon as well. That's something we always want to do. And of course, looking at this as well. So if you guys have been logging in every single day for I think the past 2 weeks, you should be getting a lot of these items. So we just got 2 gems as well. There's SSR pendants as well coming up in the next week. And of course, the ticket summon, which will be coming out right now for me, should be. So we will do a quick summon for this as well. So there are units that I do want to talk about, like for example the 10 commandments. Chapter 7 will be coming out very soon, so if we go into the chapters, I haven't fully finished the chapter 5 and 6 yet, but I will do it ASAP. And of course the next chapter will come out for chapter 7, so that's where you're going to be going into the 10 commandments. So I will go ahead and talk about the 10 commandments when they do fully come out, but for now we're actually going to just go ahead and do the last summons that we need to do for today's summons. And of course we do want to do our ticket summons as well. So let's see what we get off this quick single. If we don't get anything, that's great, whatever. I'll go for the SSR ticket and hopefully pull something, but I'm not sure if we will be getting new units in the coin shop. Now I'm assuming Escanor would be one of those units in the coin shop, and of course if you guys already have 5 SSR coins, then you're good. You'll get Escanor easily, which I'm gonna actually go for Escanor when he does come out, and of course talk about him more. But for now, Elaine and Bond should be coming out, and then Escanor should be the next unit right after, if anything. Or if they want to jump in right into the 10 commandments, that's actually good. Then we'll probably see like Zeldris and Essarosa, mainly the first 2. If we don't, then we'll probably see Area, if anything, on that. So while this goes on, let's go to the next SSR summon, the full-on summon. But while this goes on, guys, if you guys are new to the channel and if you guys want to see more of 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, make sure to hit the red subscribe button. Of course, drop a like onto today's video if you guys did enjoy. And if you guys are excited for Elaine, let me know in the comments below. I know a lot of you guys were pretty excited for her before, but I'm not sure how you guys are excited about it now. So let's just see how it goes. We are getting a full SSR summon right here as well. If I can finally pull Merlin, that'd be really good, because I already have enough SSR coins, so I don't really care for dupes right now. I'm going more for the newer units. So let's see what we get off this one. Hopefully it could be Merlin. There you go. We need Red Merlin. Red Merlin is the main unit I'm actually looking for, but I'm not too sure in how the rates are for her. So let's just see if we pull something fire. Can we pull her? We got Diane again. I already had her before. I'm pretty sure I already had her before, so that's another coin unit. Alright, so we have, I think I have like 7. Honestly, I have like 7 of them now. It's okay though. We should be good without it. If anything, if we actually go into the coin shop, I did want to show the coin shop real quick. So the coin shop is going to keep on going through these things right here. So basically Demon Meliodas is out right now, and of course Merlin will be out next week. So that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, of course, drop a like onto the video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that red subscribe button, and of course hit the bell button to get notified more on these kinds of videos. So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Have a great day and peace.